Why is it just us if it's your story?
Hey everybody!
Welcome to Shift Happens!
Week number 2, 4, 3!
Why is it just us sitting on the couch?
Well, you're off your phone finally.
Because they're an expert camera crew. Here we are,
yeah.
we are, in the lounge, where every Thursday night at 7 p.m. the Discovery Night Health Talks are available.
The best health talk in the world.
Yes, indeed. And today we have a story. I would like to share a
Lovely
story.
lady.
Share a story with us.
Who was bringing?
That would be yours truly, the Chiro Man singing off camera.
You guys were here before me this morning. That freaked me out.
They were here before me, and I got here like super early, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be here all of them," and then I was like, "Whoa!"
Were you afraid to come here this morning by yourself?
No,
I mean, did you see out in the parking lot? We'd have to hold your hand.
no, I've been here by myself before.
You have not.
I have.
I don't believe you.
Yeah,
When?
I have.
Not in the dark.
Yeah, I have.
You don't like to walk in the dark.
You called the landlord and had him come in and flip the light on right away before you came.
Well, John's a nice guy. So
Well, we have a story for you today, ladies and
Oh
gentlemen.
yeah, we got a tangent, didn't we?
Yeah, a little tangent.
Okay.
we'll get on others. Don't worry.
And we will get on others to this.
We should bring our shifts back to like educating.
For the detailed scripts that fed down through the feed.
Dude, let's start doing scripts on the shifts. What do you think?
Again?
Yeah.
Oh. Cue cards.
And we had a gentleman start care here in the office.
You can't say his name, okay?
Can't say his name,
Okay.
so for good time's
And you can't
sake.
say gentleman.
Come
You
on,
should change
Pete.
it to female.
Let's
So
use
people-
Pete. I don't
Pete
know
Carroll.
why I picked Pete. His first name. popped
Pete
in.
Carroll.
Yeah.
Pete.
Yeah.
That's not why I thought.
How about
Sure.
let's use Bobby.
Bobby. Yes.
Bobby
I like
Joe.
that. Like Bobby
Bobby Joe.
Joe.
Bobby Joe.
Yeah, Bobby Joe. Yeah.
So Bobby Joe, who is a very hard worker, and he had a car accident, which was actually a really crappy deal. He was in line at a bank, and this guy driving a big Escalade zooms it, backing up, and this big Escalade backs right into him, and he's driving this little Nissan. So literally the Escalade back went above his hood and like into the windshield. So not your typical Saturday bank run. So literally he had to like drive off of it, and he said that he hurt his neck even worse when the guy just drove off of it. And so he was beat up pretty bad, and he came in here and we did the full chiropractic analysis, which include a nerve evaluation scan and spinographs. And then he left, we evaluated the x-rays, did our thing, did our analysis. So he comes back the next day and the night, and he's really worse. Now, before he could move his neck like this, and now he can't even move it. You know, this is how he's moving around. And he got worse, so he went to the medical doctor yesterday morning. He came in for his doctor's report in the evening. And he said, I had to go somewhere because I just wanted to, get it checked to make sure there was nothing more seriously wrong. And I said, yeah, that's a great idea. And what he said the medical doctors did was
No way to back up there. You said he went to his medical doctor, and you as a chiropractor said it was okay. Which is amazing. Because,
I did.
No, I think here's amazing because there's some that have received, sadly, a license in our profession, who on the East Coast, and one's on the West Coast, and one's over in England now, don't like us, and they think we're so anti-bad for the profession because we won't. Yeah, but you just said it was okay, and I think that's because we've all agreed that the medical model is the medical profession is great because we need their assistance to help people, right?
yes.
So I think that some of those out there, we'll just call them bubbly, needs to just back it off a little bit because we do promote and support what they do, and you just did it right there.
Exactly.
So,
And
do you have something to say there, Matt? Because you wanted to say something.
I was gonna say for crisis care situations, they're great at saving lives and broken bones. And
That's the
everything.
best part about living in the 21st
That's what they
century.
do.
You can
Yeah.
get an arm lopped off and you can be casting back fishing next weekend.
But isn't that amazing? We've been accused of saying not by those that sadly received a license in our profession. So I wonder if they could get a license somewhere else, like I don't know, like a hunting license or something.
But it's
I
weird,
think
you
somebody
know?
else needs a hunting license.
You would think that wouldn't be a weird thing, though. You know, two professionals
Yeah.
working together. Like, so the acupuncturist I took out for lunch this week, she has a degree in Chinese medicine. So she's like full blown. She's an acupuncturist. She's great at what she does.
Oh, she didn't do a weekend course.
No, she didn't do a weekend course.
Didn't have the buzzers, electrical.
But it's
disease.
funny because those were her exact words to her because we were talking and she said, well, I've always wanted to meet with a chiropractor. It's just that every time I do, they try to tell you how to do acupuncture. And she goes, yeah. She's like, why is that? I said, it's the main reason why I'm meeting with you because you are an acupuncturist. That's what you do.
That's cool.
So if I want to send someone to acupuncture, I'm going to send it to you because what we do in our office, we are chiropractors. She's like, well, what do you
What's a chiropractor do? Just because this is important. We'll come back to Bobby Joe. But what does a chiropractor do?
They analyze the spine to detect, correct, vertebral subluxation.
Okay, stop right there. Because there's some of them, maybe over in England, don't really
Definitely
know
on the
what
East Coast.
in the East
And
Coast.
one on the West Coast.
The spine might have confused them right there.
Oh, the spine.
Yeah. So
Okay.
tell them about the spine.
So the spine is right here. It protects the lifeline, the master system in the body, that when disturbed due to a displaced spinal bone compressing a nerve, then the body's signaling doesn't work as properly as it should.
Okay. Okay. Now back to Bobby Joe.
Back to Bobby Joe. So Bobby Joe comes in, and I said, you know, that's great that you went to the medical doctor to get that looked at. What did they do for you? Did they take other x-rays or anything? They said, no, they didn't really do much of anything. I said, did they do any orthopedic tests? Did they, you know, pull on your neck? Did they push on your neck? Did they do any of that? And he said, no, I just pointed to where it hurt, and then they gave me muscle relaxers and said, come back only if it gets worse.
Okay. Does anybody want a commentary here? I mean, what a great model.
I have a couple comments.
Okay, but let me finish here.
What if we just sat there
What a great.
in the
just-
consultation room, and they came in and they said it hurts right here, and we're like, okay, you're good. Pay us, you know, our charge, and then you're good.
There was no.
That's what that is
But
like.
this is what's funny.
because-
I'm going to say our friends on the West and East Coast in England say that what we do, our model, our chiropractic model, which is check of the spine, is unscientific, not peer-reviewed, not publicly accepted, clinically accepted. What I would like to know is where is the objective analysis on what just occurred right there. Now, granted, I'm going to say there are some chiropractors that I'd go, come on, you know,
Yeah.
but as a whole, they fall to that lap. I'm just done. My email will be blowing up.
Here's the kicker, ladies and
My
gentlemen.
made up email addresses. I love that. That's the new thing now. They make up email addresses.
And for those patients watching at home, objective evidence is something like the subluxation scans, like our spinographs that you see in the office. Not only can we tell that you may be getting better based on what you're telling us, we want evidence that your body is functioning better. And the only way to get evidence is to use some sort of analytical tool, like the scans, like a spinograph.
Something purely objective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the kicker is that, so they give them muscle relaxers. Well, they give them two different kinds of muscle relaxers.
Why? You have two different kinds of.
And their
Two
reason,
different kinds of muscles.
One's for type 1 and one's for type 2.
and
In case one doesn't work.
the reasoning behind it was, well, in case, exactly, and that's what they told them to do. They
Oh, I
said,
know. There's one
In-
quick twitch, so it's got to be fast acting.
In case-
Another one's slow twitch.
in case
It's
one of
gonna be
the
Time
muscle
release.
relaxers doesn't work, we're going to give you another one, which is just
What if they both work?
beyond.
Then you go blah.
Now, for those of you on the East Coast and the West Coast, I'm
In
not-
England. Don't
in
forget
England, in England,
Across the pond.
across the pond, are not bashing pharmaceuticals. I'm merely stating that if one pharmaceutical is not working, then clearly we should not prescribe another similar pharmaceutical. We should possibly look into another pharmaceutical.
That is really good.
We are clipping that. We're just doing that later.
I just found a new superstar here.
I haven't even had my coffee yet. This just fosters my.
Don't worry, I'll go get that pretty soon.
You know what's going to happen to you right now?
Yeah, 29 minutes.
A few weeks ago, I'm at a hockey game, and I get this random Facebook message from somebody I don't know, and it was somebody over in England, and it was interesting because I had made a comment about this other said gentleman in England and who is very against our profession, who instructs at a chiropractic college or has something to do there, and so you're gonna start getting random Facebook messages now because of that. I just want you to know that.
Please also like my Facebook page, The Nerve Supply
He's
Guy.
the Nerve Supply
Don't
Guy.
just
So
like
just
my
go there and
personalized
send
page.
messages there.
Please like The Nerve Supply Guy.
Anyway, go ahead.
NerveSupplyGuy.com.
NerveSupplyGuy.com. Thank you.
Do you have anything else to add to this?
No, I just want to let for patients that are watching this at home, you know, there is a time and a place for medicine. We work with medical doctors. We have them on our what we call our referral team. However, playing a guessing game with muscle relaxers like that, if his shoulder was hurting right here, that drug that you take is not just going to go in and affect your shoulders. It's going to go in and affect the entire chemistry of the body. It's going to affect the liver, the stomach. I mean, when there's a cause, there's always an effect. There has to be a global effect because the body all works together. And so just randomly guessing with two of the same things, saying, well, if one of them doesn't work, which one's not going to work? That's that could be borderline dangerous.
So, but go back to Bobby Joe. When he came in, what did he say when you started analyzing him yesterday?
He said this is why I just knew I should come here, because after the first day in your office, I could tell that you guys cared, not necessarily by what you said, but by how much time you were spending just looking at my problem, analyzing my spine.
Yeah, that's huge. People want to know that whoever they're talking with, that doctor, that healthcare provider understands.
Understands
Pretty simple.
and
Instead of sitting there and
understands
saying, "Oh, well, we'll just give you this." And see what
exactly,
happens.
and understands them, their spine, their body, their physiology. It's different from everybody else's. And if that's not evidence-based, well, great, because it works fantastic.
So, in closing, do you need to say anything to your future followers on Twitter, Facebook?
I would like you all to like the Nerve Supply Guy. Kind of put a little Australian here at the end instead of English. Holy kangaroo jumping jack, shit happens.
See you next week.